Hello, this is Mike McMeekin, President of Engineering Change Lab USA. Joining me today is Michael Milligan, CEO of ABET. We are here today to briefly recap the most recent Engineering Change Lab Summit, Scanning the Horizon of Engineering Education, the Sustainability Imperative. Engineering Change Lab is grateful to our sponsor for the summit, NCEES, and to our collaborators, ABET, Engineering for One Planet, and Olin College of Engineering. It is clear that the challenges we face in the 21st century require greater contributions from the engineering community. Increasing our contributions will require change and adaptation in the way we approach our work and in the way we educate engineers. This need is amplified when you consider that today's engineering graduates will spend up to 40 years in their careers, and that the projects they contribute to will last 75 to 100 years. The theme of our summit was that an increasing focus on sustainability is the key to transforming engineering education. Michael Milligan provided the kickoff for the summit and emphasized that ABET is uniquely positioned to drive sustainability into undergraduate engineering education. Michael, welcome again. Why does ABET believe that sustainability is important to the future of engineering education?
Well, thanks very much, Mike. I'm happy to be here. I think, first and foremost, ABET is in the business of making the world a better place, pure and simple. And we do that through ensuring that all of the graduates coming out of ABET programs, engineering, computing, the applied sciences, natural sciences, and technology programs are well prepared to enter their professions. And part of that requirement really is having some grounding in the whole concept of sustainable solutions. Our world, as you mentioned, is faced with great challenges, complex challenges, big problems that are going to require the best of the best to solve. And that's all going to start, with a quality education. And so our role is to help ensure that, again, students receive the best educational experience possible, and when they enter the workforce prepared. So we want to make sure that part of what we do through accreditation includes criteria that expect that students, again, have some sense of what sustainability and sustainable solutions are all about. So we help drive some of that change through our criteria. But again, as I mentioned just a minute ago, I mean, we want to make the world a better place for future generations, and I think everyone would agree that education's key to making that happen.
Yeah, and that certainly aligns with Engineering Change Lab's mission of catalyzing change in engineering that benefits society. It has to start in education. So what is the role of ABET in driving this change?
Well, ABET's made up of 35 professional and technical societies representing over 1.5 million individual members. So we have a unique sort of collection of professionals that contribute to our mission. We are an accreditor, so we accredit programs formally through a sort of a rigorous process. We have over 4,500 programs in 40 countries that are accredited by ABET, again, in the engineering, the computing, the applied natural sciences, the technology fields. And so we have incorporated some years ago specific sustainability concepts into our criteria, meaning that we expect students have access and experience with sustainability topics throughout their educational careers. Now, ideally, what we'd like to see is students have experience practicing sustainable solutions, kind of from day one through their entire career, as opposed to just something that gets added on during their, final engineering design or their, capstone course, if you will. But again, programs have to demonstrate through the criteria that they're meeting, that, again, students have some experience developing sustainable solutions. And ultimately, we want to change the way students think, in the sense that, yeah, they're going to have all the fundamentals, the mathematics, the science, engineering, design, all the STEM requirements and so forth. But when they graduate and they start to practice, sustainability should be first and foremost on their minds. How is my solution going to impact the world for the better? What kind of concerns do I have to worry about in terms of environmental, social, economic, and so forth?
Yeah, thank you. And I think we heard throughout the summit that need to incorporate sustainability across the entire curriculum, regardless of discipline. That was definitely a theme. So as you think about the summit, aside from that, is there any other takeaway that you would offer to someone who was not able to attend?
Well, I think the summit itself was hugely successful. I think one of the sort of the gratifying takeaways for me was the fact that there's so much enthusiasm and recognition that sustainability, the concepts of sustainability and driving that into undergraduate education is so critically important, and we are going to achieve that together. It's easy to get discouraged. All you have to do is read the news on any particular day, and there's all kinds of real complex, challenging problems facing the entire planet and our population that are going to require smart people, well-qualified people, well-educated people to solve. And so we play a critical role in that, as do the members of the that attended the summit. So again, I think there's a lot of inertia out there that we want to drive education to change. We want to drive, again, students to look more at sustainable solutions across the board. And I'd welcome people to be part of that.
Well, thank you, Michael. Thank you for your thoughts today and for your contributions to the summit. And thanks to all of those who are listening in for your interest in Engineering Change Lab. Remember that this change in engineering education to increase focus on the impacts of our work on people and on the environment needs to start now. All of us in the engineering community can contribute to making this happen.